Welcome back, everyone, to Games Done Hitless. We are starting the third game of today, Dino Crisis 2. As you can see, we're going to be doing a normal any percent no damage run by Gonta, which will be commentated by Carcy, which I mentioned earlier. Then we will move into Resident Evil 1 Classic. This is going to be Jill Best Ending, no damage. The runner will be Spooky, and then the commentators will be Aries and Serotonin. And then, chat, hold it. We are going to announce the Resident Evil 2 remake incentive right now. Okay, we're not messing around. We're just going to go for it. All right. The Resident Evil 2 remake, which is the incentive run for day one, will be $5,000. Okay, $5,000. We got this. The way that today has been going, I have absolute confidence in chat. We got a little over 3 hours to hit that donation. So again, if you want to just go out the gate strong, go for it. But like I said, we got plenty of time to hit that. So that is the final incentive amount for today. Okay, there's no more bonus incentives. We're going for the long game. Okay, no more treadmills. All right, this is it. We're going hard. Okay. But yeah, that's it. That's for day one. So we have a lot to look forward to. And like I said, that Resident Evil 2 remake run will be by Apache Smash. And then, of course, the commentators is, speedrun legend Maxi Lobes, and also joined by Days Ahead. So I know everyone is super excited for that one. So if you want to see Resident Evil 2 remake, hardcore Leon A, first no damage, no saves, then get those donations in. But that's for the schedule. And I'm going to pass it over to Limey, who's going to be our GDQ co-host. So welcome in, Limey.
Hello, yeah. Thank you so much for introducing everything. Took my job a little bit, but
sorry,
I'm
I was very long-winded.
So happy that you're here. You're so enthusiastic about this. I'm absolutely loving it. Chat is also killing with the donations. I'm setting a virtual heart emoji, but I'm doing it over voice, so you can't actually see it. But imagine it in your brain. Yeah, I'm so excited to see this, and also with me there is Mitchriz. Right?
Hey, yes, Mitchriz. Hi, I am your other host here for Team Hitless, and here I think we can pretty much jump here into the next run, Dino Crisis 2. A little bit of a departure from the Souls games we've been seeing. It's going to be the normal difficulty, any percent, no damage, done by Gonta and commentated by Carcinogen. So let's let them take it away.
Yeah, real quick, I'm gonna. Oh, I think I got booted.
How we doing, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. My name is Gonta. I'm running Dino Crisis 2, any percent, no damage. And I have a special guest with me who is co-commented. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Carcy. I'm just a guy.
Just a nice, normal guy. So yeah, we're going to be running this Dino Crisis 2 normal. 80% no damage. Hopefully the RNG gods will be good to us today. So I'm going to give a countdown in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys. So first room, we're going to be encountered by this guy. And he's coming with a couple of friends. So what we're going to do here for this first room is that we're going to try and kill 10 raptors in this room.
So does it have to be 10 raptors, or does it have to be a combo, or how's this going to work?
So in regards to you have to kill 5 raptors in order to get a bonus of 2,000 points. It doesn't have to be a combo, just once you kill 10 raptors in particular. So in this case, we're going to be killing 10 raptors, and we're going to get a combo of 6,000 points. So we're currently on 9 right now. So
very solid combo to start. Sometimes whenever he triggers the camera angles, it might take 2 or 3 tries in order to force spawn more raptors. Generally, there's how many dinosaurs on screen at one point in time for Velociraptors? It's usually
usually 3. Yeah, if you get three dinosaurs, you can kind of manipulate the room in some way.
But you picked the first room to farm points just because it's simply the easiest place to do it for this first set of rooms, correct?
Yeah. So there's a couple of rooms where I try and get a 5 combo or a 10 combo. I usually get a 10 combo in this room or 10 raptors killed in this room. So what I'm trying to do is get enough points so I can buy weapons later on in the run. So I'm going to be buying a good amount of weapons in regards to it. So which you will find out. One in particular, so good dodge there.
So in order to maintain your combo, you just simply have to kill enemies. You have to kill one enemy before the combo gauge completely fades out. So like it'll show a bonus, and if you can nail another enemy before the combo bonus fades away,
it was just
then it counts.
So
and you also have to do it without getting hit either. But that's like kind of par for the course for what we're doing.
So it was just one short there on that run. So I'm going to reset this room because I want to get a 5 combo in this room.
Is it 5 combo to make up for the one that you missed, or is it 5 combo?
I actually missed a raptor in a room there where I was supposed to get a 10 combo. So I'm slightly short on points at the moment, but
yeah, it seemed like you killed it. Did you just like not wait for the combo thing to flash up, or like,
maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. So I think it's fine.
Okay, yeah, because it's like I know I saw you kill 10 in that room.
That's 5, so that should be fine.
Yeah, there's some there's a lot of manic shooting and a lot of number crunching in this run.
Yeah, so we just escaped the raptors for now. So we're going to get introduced to this one-eyed menace.
Just a T-Rex who got his eye taken out in the opening FMV.
So we do get introduced to Mr. T-Rex at the FMV in the start of the game. So your partner, who you don't come across later on until later on in the game, actually shot his eye with a rocket launcher. So he's coming back for revenge.
I think that T-Rex is like a permanent fixture of that whole area outside, at least for as long as you're running around here.
So we're going to collect a key plate here. I think I'm okay for ammo. So in regards to this room, enemy spawns are random. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go re-enter the room until there's no raptors.
Yeah, those are really difficult camera angles to blind dodge enemies from.
Yeah, especially with door skip, it just makes it a little bit quicker.
Right.
So you just don't want to take a risk in regards to taking damage in that room, because there has been a couple of runs where I may have just went all in just to try and get through, and I have gotten hit by a random raptor there. So we collected a key card and this locked a door. So basically Dylan is called for help, and we're introduced to Miss Regina, who is familiar to Dino Crisis fans in Dino Crisis 1. So here we're just going to do a running gun. That's basic. That's it.
Yeah, Regina's handgun does not really have a whole lot of hit stun. It's a quick shot, so it can kill enemies kind of quickly, but you have to be like right on top of it. And you know, for that first room, it was very difficult to.
Yeah, the meme of this run is that the spawns can really catch you out for a no damage run. So now we're going to get introduced to Mr. Allosaurus. So we're just going to do a quick turn and run the opposite way to this door. So we're going to get introduced to the green raptors. So there's particular colors that happen with these raptors. So you can introduce the normal ones that we've come across until now. These green raptors they can tank a couple of more bullets, but they're actually a bit faster as well. And later on the run, we do encounter red raptors as well. So now we're going to make our first purchase, which is the firewall. So this is going to be used to go through a particular area with poison plants, and you have to burn them in order to get past them.
Gotta wait for him to hop up. Once he's hopped up there, he's not gonna get down there quite so fast.
So I need to give credit to Mr. Biogenesis for that little strat there, because there has been occasions where if that raptor does spawn, that he actually can catch up to you and hit you, even though you can use your iframes with your sub weapon in order to dodge him, but it hasn't been consistent. But that seems to be a consistent way in order to get past them raptors in that room. So I just wait a couple of seconds here, because sometimes I have encountered problems where even though you might burn the plants, they might be able to spore some of the gas, and you can take a hit. I'm just taking a precaution here. Nice 12 combo there as well.
Yeah, because the firewall does aim just like one full Regina length in front and several Regina lengths to the side after that. It's just literally it spawns a wall. So you can angle in front of you to be able to hit all the enemies at once if you just like sort of angle from Regina's front away from the enemies. Just like where the line would spawn. Be able to get a bunch of them.
Another thing to notice there is that I've left a couple alive. That's actually needed because you will be coming across that room later on. So if you do burn the plants, all the plants in the room, dinosaurs will spawn there instead. So we don't want that to happen. So when we try and go through the room later on, it's just easier just to maneuver through the room.
Oh, actually didn't know that one.
Good pterodactyls.
Yeah, what were you doing there with the stun baton?
So
the pterodactyls
I
there?
was timing my sub weapon call. So basically, it's like you can nearly say it's like an instant parry. So you do get iframes when you use the sub weapon. So when they do attack you and you have a particular iframes, and then when they try to hit you and you're in the middle of your sub weapon swipe, you don't take damage.
Okay, so there are iframes for the stun baton.
Yeah. For I think most sub weapons have the iframes. I know the stun baton and the knife in this case for Dylan would be the ones that you would definitely have iframes for. Okay, raptors are not being kind to me here.
Yeah, this is gonna take a second. Yeah, someone asked in chat, can't reset already. The run's already 6 minutes. So generally in a marathon, you can't really reset. So it's like whatever happens. But this is an exhibition, so we're gonna see the rest of it. It was just really unlucky hit.
Yeah, that's Regina 1 complete. So we've rescued Dylan from his peril. We're going to return to the ship that we've traveled through time with. And we get introduced to this little girl right here who Regina came across in the run. So, I just have enough. That's perfect. So in this case, I'm going to buy the solid cannon. So the reason for that is that I buy the solid cannon early, especially for Dylan 1 or Dylan 2, sorry, is because the green raptors are going to be chasing us through this jungle area. The solid cannon is basically, if you shoot the solid cannon, it will leave a burst of like electric energy, and it will stay there for I think about a second, if I'm right. And basically, if the raptors try and catch up to you, it can stun them and hit them. So that's the reason why I buy the solid cannon this early. It is an extremely broken weapon in this game. So if there's any donations, guys, feel free to...
Yeah, we haven't had any since the run started, unfortunately. But I'm looking at your Twitch chat right now. I know that we can get to 5K. That's really low. I wish we made it a little bit higher. But I will say that will be so easy for everyone here in chat to get. We can absolutely make that before the end of the day, before we can get close. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be such a banger run if we get it.
So here's the poison room again. So as we see here, we're coming back with Dylan. If I burned all them plants, then dinosaurs would be spawning here. I believe it's raptors that do spawn here. So it just makes this area just a little bit easier just to navigate through. Especially with them plants are the way they're located. You don't really have to deal with them. So this room, this Allosaurus spawns as random as well. So he could actually end up in front of you. So I had the aim ready just in case he was in front of me. So I just do a quick shot and go straight for the ladder.
Do you have time for a quick donation?
Yep, sure.
Right after I said that, there was a $25 donation from Hellraiser 2. So thank you so much.
Thanks very much, guys, for the donations. Keep donating. Shot a bit too late there. He's over.
Yeah, with the solid cannon. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so the Oviraptors are very, very quick in this game. And they're usually the nemesis to them is the solid cannon. Just in that case, I didn't shoot quick enough and I took a hit, so that was unfortunate.
Yeah, the solid cannon, as you saw, basically just creates a zone trap so that as long as the solid cannon orb is present, enemies that run into it will immediately get knocked down. Well, at least the Oviraptors in particular, but they also spawn at like very weird places. I think Oviraptors are probably one of the larger nuisance enemies in this game.
They definitely are. So now we're going to do a bit of shepherding here, where a little compy has stolen our key card to enter the door. So we need to try and navigate him in order to capture him. So hopefully he'll agree with me here. It's good. Straight in. Nice.
As far as I'm aware, it's just you just have to stand in very specific spots in the room, because like you can just like sort of inch forward, and you know, if you see the compy going in a certain way, like the compy usually just stops, so you don't have to like move at full speed all the time.
you do re-enter this room as well. His location is random as well, so you need just to kind of keep an eye on that.
Yeah, the solid cannon orbs do linger pretty decently in the air.
You have time for a couple of quick donations?
Yep, shoot away.
Yeah, so we have $5 from Elsaran. We have $100 from Brisbane Decoded. And we have $5 from It's a Me B. Thank you so much for donating to the American Heart Association. It's so appreciated. And with that, we are $1,615 away.
So if you notice there, I actually done a bit of quick shooting. So there's a way you can actually quick shoot with the solid cannon, where if you hold the fire button and you're like spamming aim, and he gets to where he's actually aiming the gun, you can actually shoot bullets that's a little bit quicker. There's only certain parts of the run that I do it in, and that's one area that I do it in, because the Overraptor is literally running straight at you as soon as you're up the ladder. So you have to just fire just 2 quick shots and you should be able to go straight to the door. So here we're just going to navigate back to the boat. So we got the starter battery so we can investigate new areas. I'm going to refill my solid cannon here. So these rooms would be straightforward. So if there's any donations coming in, just feel free to let us know.
Yeah, we have one more $5 donation going to the American Heart Association from Cursed Wind. Thank you so much.
I also saw a $100 donation go by.
Yeah, there was one a little bit earlier. Yeah, and we appreciate every donation. Every donation makes a difference, no matter how big or small.
Yeah, that's a good way to get past the Allosaurus there, where when he's about to do his jumping animation, as soon as he's about to jump, you just drop down. So you can just really
You also can't be...
Sorry, Carson, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, you also can't be too close to the ledge because they can bite you on top of the ledge.
Good indications that when they're jumping is that when they're about to step back and then they jump up.
Yeah, that's true. Like, there has to be like a little animation where they square themselves up before they can complete another animation in order to get up the ledge.
Okay, so we just returned here and we're going to do a little shooting game where we're going to get to the next area, but these guys are going to be in our way. So we'll have to basically clear the path and make our way to the next area. Sure.
Yeah, we have $5 donations from Deadeyeeee, X03, Valodrin, and Ilkel. And we have a $15 donation from 404 Run Not Found. Thank you so much for donating to the American Heart Association. With that, we're $75 away from 3,500. We've made so much progress, everyone. We can definitely make that really soon.
Yeah, this is a pretty chaotic area here because definitely depends on the enemy spawns, where you could be trying to hit multiple enemies at the same time, and they could be on like one side of the screen to the other. So you're trying to really get through the whole area, make sure all the enemies are killed before you get to the next enemy. No, it's definitely not chill anyway. I could definitely say that anyway.
It is straight up serious time. So yeah, between these between these Loch Ness monsters and the pterodactyls over here, I mean, really all you can do is just keep spamming and just try to do the best you can to keep them all under control.
Yeah, that's great. Now we got that no damage, so that was good. We got a good massive amount of extension points there. So I'm going to make one more purchase here, which is the heavy machine gun. So this is probably one of Regina's best weapons, especially for this area as well.
Yeah, this assault rifle here, or light machine gun, is able to just shred through these guys in one shot. So you could spend quite a long time just grinding these guys.
Yeah, it's a good grinding spot here, especially for a casual playthrough.
I mean, at some point, eventually, enemies stop spawning, do they not?
There is a cap on certain rooms. So you'll see here, actually, for this room, where I'm going to be killing pretty much all the pterodactyls. Because this room is pretty open. So the cap in this room would be 15. So I'm kind of using the combo as an indicator to know that I'm clear to get through this room. Especially with this heavy machine gun as well, it one-shots the pterodactyls as well. So there's a function in here for changing target. So I'm basically spamming the button right now, and I kind of know by the animation then that an enemy is nearby, especially for pterodactyls. So when they aim, then I just fire, and hopefully the bullets would hit. That's pretty clear. So this next room, I'm going to be using just a speedrun strat. So Caladir, who speedruns this game, taught me this one. So hopefully we can get it straight away. It's a good line there. We're true. Nice. Yeah, so for that particular room, so you had to hug that container in order for the first pterodactyl not to hit you. And then the second one will be just about to attack you, so I basically just move slightly to the right and he just misses you. And then you can go straight for the card terminal and into the card.
So, Gonta, a little birdie tells me it's your birthday today.
That's it's actually a little meme for my stream. So there's one particular follower in my chat who always says happy birthday to me, and I always basically say it's not my birthday.
Dang.
Yeah,
Well, he got you good.
you got me good.
Well, I mean, a broken birthday alert is always right once a year, I guess. Is that how is that how that goes?
But when he says to me every day, it just, you know, it's just tolerating it at that stage, you know.
I'm seeing a lot of birthday wishes here for you.
Thanks, guys. Imagine what it's going to be like when it actually is my birthday.
Well, so
Hey.
the code is 4521 this time.
So is it 7 or 8 in regards to that?
There's 8 codes that you can
codes.
reinforce. But it's not horrifically difficult to backtrack and get the code if you have a gun that kills these guys in one shot.
Yeah, but especially in the speed run side of things, you know, it can be very grueling where you're trying to, you know, you have to basically go get the file in order to basically get the code. But if you're trying to speed run it and you get this in one go, it's definitely a massive time save for sure.
Is there time for a quick donation?
Yeah, fire away.
Yeah, we have a $25 donation from Sakura Yosei. Thank you so much for donating to the American Heart Association. With that, we are $50 away from $3,500, which means we are getting closer and closer to that $5,000 overall goal to get the bonus run for today.
The donations come, guys.
Yeah, I know Twitch chat can do it.
So this is a annoying little puzzle where we use a stun gun to try and basically keep them green. So if you do miss one, you have to basically start it again. It's not random; it's the same sequence every time. So there will be another sequence later on in the run where we're going to be dealing with 5 of them switches.
Much later at the end with the Giganotosaurus. So at the moment, you only have use to a sub-weapon with the diving suit that allows you to stun these, whatever they are. I actually don't know what dinosaurs these are.
I think it's Mosasaurus, if I'm correct. I just call them just Crocs, just to make it easier.
Proto-Crocs.
So
The aqua grenade.
Yeah.
Necessary to break some things down.
yeah, I don't think I need this, but I always just kind of buy extra ammo just in case.
I mean, sometimes a bad enemy spawn will put you in a spot where you need to just kind of chill out for a little while until you get things into a manageable state to proceed.
Yeah, especially in this water area, because spawns can be very, very grueling. So I killed the first enemy, I cut inside, he should be stuck. Yeah, so that's a good first room. This room is usually pretty straightforward. Don't really deal with enemies here.
Gotta watch out for that hole right there too, because sometimes these crocs sometimes come out of those holes too.
Yeah, that little part is very RNG. Where one could actually spawn in front of you as well. And I've had the case where one is spawned in front and behind me.
Are those Crocs based on like real dinosaurs?
I believe so.
Yeah, they are.
That's terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, these are actual things that did exist at one point. It's only in. I mean, I reckon they were around before recorded human history, yeah.
Yeah, but these ones, they're vulnerable to nose boops. So maybe I was born in the right generation.
You definitely wouldn't want to go on a diving trip with these guys around. So we got a plug. So this plug is going to be opening some shutters in order to progress into the area. Okay, so for that particular spawn, I used to stun. Before I used to kill that enemy until I found out that sometimes a second enemy can spawn there. So I reverted to using the stun, because when I stun the first one, the second one will come behind him, and I'll be able to stun the second one and get past the room pretty okay. It has been the odd occasion where I may have missed the stun.
Isn't it just wacky that these computers can just work underwater like this?
It's third energy, I suppose. Everything can work underwater.
That third energy is probably the best way to. It's probably the best way to describe. It's probably the only logical way to describe anything that's going on in this game.
Sure, third energy was there in 2010. 2010.
Oh, that was a sick midair spin.
Yeah, that was a nice swag kill there. Yeah, so that's actually RNG that he can spawn there. So what I found out is that, like, if I kind of move forward and basically don't hold any directional button, and you aim at him and shoot, it'll kill him every time. Good RNG.
Got ourselves a real Call of Duty Rizzler here on screen.
Nice quick scope. Yeah. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do here before we get to this area is I'm going to turn off auto aim. And there is a reason for this. So
Very, very good reason for it.
So we're going to be introduced to the Plesiosaurus, which is basically the Loch Ness Monster, but underwater. So we have to get through an area, and it's going to be blocked. In this case, we're actually not going to kill him. We're going to do a particular strat where we're going to get past him and get past the barrier. So hopefully we get a first try here.
It requires some pretty precise platforming, and you can't really waste any movement here. Like here, you have to just jump over his head, and then you have to get all the way up there, and then at the very end, you have to just not mess up the timing on any of your shots. And I mean, this guy, he just clips through walls. He doesn't. He's just not playing by the rules.
Yeah, this guy's cheating. What the heck?
Okay, there it is. So.
Nice, we got that first try.
I believe. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, if you were on the ground, I believe it would have just pushed you back, right?
Yes. So the timing is definitely something there, because like if you mistime anything, you won't get the one cycle there. The idea of the auto aim being turned off is that for that particular, when I'm trying to shoot the barriers down, there has been occasions where when I done the jump and aimed, I basically was aiming at the Plesiosaurus instead of the barriers. So I just use that as kind of a safety, just to make sure that I don't aim at him and just aim at the barriers and just get through that area without any damage. So now we're returned as Dylan. So we need to make our way to Edward City. So we're going to make a couple of more purchases. One is an essential purchase, which is the chain mine, because this is essential for destroying a boulder that's going to be blocking a cave. If you notice there, I made a couple of more purchases, which was the anti-tank rifle and the flamethrower. So these are going to be used for particular areas later on as well. So I'm going to make just a couple of more purchases here as well. Believe. I think that's it.
Oh, dang. We actually have a dinosaur expert in chat. They might be able to tell us the names of some of these dinosaurs that we don't know.
Especially one in the cave, because I can't seem to get that name right at all.
Yeah, do you have time for a quick message?
Sure.
Yeah, you're in the shop, you're making your own quick purchases, but you, in Twitch chat, looking at you, if you were able to say, type in !donate in the chat and make your own quick purchase, you might be able to have a $5 donation, just like this one from Nick Paleskin. Thank you so much for donating to the American Heart Association. I'm just saying, it might be a good idea. We might make $4,000 by the end of the run. Just a thought, just a consideration.
Okay, so we're just about to go to the caves and be introduced to a new dinosaur. This name always, every time I look at it, I'm always baffled every time I look at it, and I just can't pronounce it at all. So I just call him the silent dinosaur that just basically loves to meme me trying to destroy my runs. Because they're very silent when they try to approach you, and then their spawns are very, very orangey. It all depends on where they spawn in the previous screens as well.
So when you say silent, you mean like you don't hear them off screen?
Yeah, so it's only when it's in that occasion there you don't hear them on the screen beforehand. They just appear out of nowhere, really, as you can see there.
Yeah. I mean, he just because he hadn't spawned in yet.
Okay, we got through the cave. So now the fun part, aloe nest. So we're going into the inner compound, which we find out that it turns out to be the nest for the aloe sources. We have to get through with this area and we get equipped with a signal bullet, which will shoot a barrage of firepower on top of your area. So it's going to be useful to beat the aloe sources with this sub weapon.
So you do have some iframes while you're using the signal rocket. It looks like.
Yeah, so we get iframes especially for here, and they will be used to good effect. Good start. Very good start.
You can sometimes spam it on occasion, but you can't really.
Yeah, it's all a timing, because I have spammed it a lot of times. But this is the reason why I buy the anti-tank rifle. Just to deal with these guys.
If you angle it correctly, yeah, these Allosauruses, you can just like nail two of them at once. Because the anti-tank rifle has piercing.
He agreed with
Yeah,
me
I'm seeing
there.
a chat question asking if you can pet that dog. Not sure what dog they're referring to, but there's a couple on screen, I guess.
They're pretty big dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, is that possible?
You could, but I would not recommend it.
I mean, you need some. You need some big hands, except they're not hands. They're anti-air artillery shells.
That's close enough to petting, I think.
Okay, we got
Yeah.
Hitless Allosaurus nest.
Good job. Let's go.
That was pretty good.
And we did also get a $20 donation from Cheesy, our resident dinosaur expert. Self-proclaimed, though.
So now we're going to introduce to Mr. Triceratops. So in the cutscene, we do come across a baby Triceratops, and basically the baby Triceratops cries, and the Triceratops thinks that we've done something to the baby Triceratops. In this case, we were trying to plead our innocence, and the Triceratops is not having it.
Well, if we didn't do anything to the baby Triceratops, we're doing it now. We're about to create an orphan.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think like which is the mother and the father. I would believe that the first one was the mother, and then this is the father. But
That makes sense.
subject
at
to
this point,
decision.
when there's two on screen, you have to nail counters in order to not get hit by either of them at all. Like, you can't just like lay into one, because the reload time on the gun prevents you from just straight up killing both at the same time. But so you got to take it nice and easy.
Yep, that's one down.
Once you see that 3K, that's one down. So at this point, it's just lay into the other one.
Yeah, they were very agreeable with me there. Okay, so now to City. So in the FMV cutscene, we saw that basically the objective was to rescue survivors in the city. So after that, in the FMV cutscene, we see that basically the city has been devastated and with the dinosaur attack, and basically all the survivors are now killed from the dinosaurs. So basically, the next objective is to get the third energy data. So you just need to get through the town, see what we can find that will help us in regards to progress in particular areas in the game. Mr. One-Eyed Menace has returned. But this area, so for Resident Evil and Dino Crisis 2, we're known as tank controls in regards to this. And now for this area, we're actually using a tank to get past this area from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So as soon as this text goes, I'm going to hit a flash button, which flashes them for a couple of seconds. And I'm using cues to basically flash them on particular parts of the area.
Tank controls on a tank just seems so right.
Yeah.
I also was expecting that, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to cheese Mr. T-Rex here, where he's constantly in the chasing mode, and basically just going to keep stunning him until he falls over and we can transition to the next screen, because we actually can't kill him, but we can just incapacitate him until the next couple of screens.
I mean, especially this long screen over here. Like, this is an absolutely miserable stretch of screen over here.
So for some strange reason, he can't reach you here. So it's a good way to kind of cheese him and knock him over and get to the next area.
Yeah, from this point on, I don't think he can chase you throughout the rest of it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so nice little area there. And that's pretty consistent as well. Just once you have your timings with the flash, he's pretty straightforward to dodge. So now we're returned as Regina. So we're after acquiring the gas mask. So in the plant area, you may have noticed that there was a ladder area, but we were not able to enter it because basically the place was too poisonous. So now we equip the gas mask, we're able to enter that area. So the first thing I do here is I get the dual submachine guns. So they're going to be used because we're going to be dealing with red raptors in the forest right now. So I'm hopeful that they'll keep the raptors at bay.
Once Regina has these twin MP5s, it is over for these guys.
Because you can see there that with the dual submachine guns, you can actually aim at 2 dinosaurs at a time, which is a very useful feature to have, especially when you're dealing with red raptors. Yeah, so you come across, I believe the first ones are yellow, and then it'll be green, red, and then it will be ultraraptors, which are blue. So ultraraptors, I believe usually spawn if you kill a certain amount of dinosaurs in an area, and they are very, very tanky, but they're worth like 7,000 extinction points.
Yeah, it's
we will not see.
We don't see any.
No, we will not see one in this one. So it'll be yellow, green, and red.
Yeah, it would be something like 20 to 25 regular raptors. It depends on the room, and they don't spawn in every room. Just like a lot of rooms, they will spawn in, but not every room that there's raptors.
Okay, so we're going to get introduced to the big guy, which is the Giganotosaurus. So the T-Rex that we've been dealing with pretty much for some of the game, he's now been disposed of because of this dinosaur, and now he's basically trying to say, this is my area, and you have to deal with me now. So fingers crossed we can get this area. So I'm going to be using this submachine gun parry to kind of manipulate, not to take a hit when these charges at me. Distance wasn't good there. Bad timing from my part.
Sorry, did you say you could parry the Giganotosaurus with a submachine gun?
No, not the submachine gun, no.
Oh, sorry. I guess you said stun baton, but for some reason I thought you said submachine gun. My bad.
Yeah, no, I was going to use the iframes from the sub weapon, is what I was saying.
That's what you said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so in this case, it'd be the stun rod. Yeah, for that hit on the Giganotosaurus, usually I hug the railing and he wouldn't charge me on that particular part. I would try to make him charge me at least twice during that section.
All I'm saying is, even though a counter might have gone up, we can still implement another counter by typing !donate in the chat. Maybe even have a little bit of a donation train, possibly. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be that much. It could be like $1, $2, $3, whatever you're feeling. I just want to see some motion.
Yeah, so that's the annoying puzzles dealt with for the rest of the run. So we're going to deactivate this missile and make our way back. Surely that Giganotosaurus won't get up, right? No, never again. Psych. Nah, he's going to get up. So yeah, how could this happen? I know. You thought a big mount of flame would do the job for him, but no, he just wouldn't agree with us. Yeah, we got good spawns there. The RNG in these spawns can be very, very frustrating.
They're just toothy goofballs.
Toothy
I'm not an expert, but
silent
that's
killers.
still scary. That's what I'll call it.
Okay, so
Yeah, these guys only spawn in at...
Yes, so sorry, can't say, but for this part here, we're going to be protecting David, who is going to be opening this gate here. So a nice little another shooting game to deal with a host of raptors. Surely David doesn't realize that we're shooting a load of raptors, that it's something that'll just pass him by. He's doing a good job.
The screen is shaking so much here that he has to notice. Like, surely, like, there's no way.
He probably just thought it's a stiff breeze or something that the raptors are passing by him.
I rule!
See, he's getting all the credit for all the work that we do.
Bingo! Dylan, let's go back.
David, we all know David rules, guys. We all know David rules. Okay, so we've been reunited with this girl, so we're going to be doing an escort where we're going to be protecting her from overraptors. So in this case, I'm going to be turning auto aim off, and
Yeah, they'll go directly for her.
yeah,
They just like won't even bother with... They just won't even bother with Dylan.
I don't think they don't like his corny haircut.
That old crew cut.
It's definitely a skin fade. We always say, some of us in the RE community, we call this girl Sherry 2.0. Sherry's all grown up and still looking for help.
I have great news. I have fantastic news, even.
Should we?
We just reached $3,500 raised for the American Heart Association, thanks to a $25 donation from Red October. Thank you so much.
Jeez, guys, keep
Every
the
donation
donations coming.
counts.
Really, really fast.
Okay. So one thing you didn't notice there is that no Overraptor spawned while she was climbing the wall. So that's a shout out to Caladir, who said to me, once Paula climbs the wall, if you hug the wall and wait till she turns, no Overraptor spawn, and basically you can just climb the ladder and get to Paula without her taking a hit. Ooh,
These guys don't spawn in infinitely in this room. I mean, they do, but only if you trigger camera angles. But the thing is, if you eliminate them as you go along, then the problem is that they spawn in at awkward angles. So there's usually like one spawning in one side, another spawning in another side. So it just makes it especially difficult to try to kill them every time they spawn in on a given screen. So it's just better to try to come up with shot setups in order to get through this room.
Yeah, but once trio spawn, you can just manipulate the room, wait till they jump up, then you can jump down and basically don't have to deal with them. So you can see there, I just manipulated them, wait till they jumped on top. I went through this room pretty easily. But the first raptor, when I climbed up the first ladder, that's what we don't want, because sometimes when you're ending the climbing animation, if they're in that jumping phase, they can hit you with a couple of frames. So yeah, we got through that room pretty easily. So we're coming to the final section of the game, which is Final Giganta. We're going to make one more purchase here, which is the rocket launcher.
Yeah, we are running out of time to get to that bonus run that we're going to have later today. Obviously, we still have one more run, but all of this gameplay is so impressive, it's going to pass you by. I guarantee it. Absolutely get your donations in if you want to see that bonus game as soon as possible. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's going to be a great run, guys. Make sure you get the donations in. Okay, I'm probably not going to explain this. I'm probably just going to stay in silence, but yeah, we'll see how we get on with this room. Let's do it.
So with this boss in particular, you have to trigger a satellite laser in order to kill it. And the only way to really get past it without taking damage is to sort of time your stunts if you can. Don't actually know if the stuns are any different on normal versus hard. But right about here, for instance, got to use a rocket launcher to push him back, kind of get him in a little bit of a stun lock. And then where you're running along, hit it with the solid cannon. Also use your sub-weapon iframes where you can. It's like right there, it kind of looked like he was getting hit, but it wasn't. He actually hit it with the with his machete, where he had full iframes on. And then on the way back, because the Giganotosaurus is just right here in the middle. So I think you can only get away with, like, what, 3 rockets? Well, no, 3 rockets is enough to push him back. And then you can just try to run by the rest of the way.
GG's.
Commencing attack.
That's it.
Giganotosaurus, no damage. Whew. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a...
That was a lot harder than it looked.
It's that strat I was kind of working with it for a good while with Snooky Shogun. We were trying to really suss it all out and literally try and see till we get a pattern to see where we can manipulate them in a way. As you see there, that first half is very, very straightforward. You can manipulate him where he does a big roar and chases you. You do your iframes. In the second half, what I did is that I shot the rocket launcher as soon as I got to the second terminal, and then I hugged the wall till I got to the corner, because he never actually steps in, he just kind of steps to the side. So then you can basically manipulate him, shoot him with a rocket launcher. As soon as you're past there, then you're pretty much home free. So time is going to be when this FMB starts. Time.
GG's.
Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
Great work.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, shout outs to Carcy. Yeah, thanks very much for the short notice and commentating here, man. It's been a pleasure to know you, and yeah, it's been great.
Oh well, likewise.
Yeah.
This is a great run to watch.
Yeah.
You know, guys should all you guys in the Twitch chat right there. You should go follow gonta2319. If you go to the title of the stream here. There's a link to his stream right there. gonta2319.
Thanks very much. Shout outs to Team Hitless, Games Done Quick for this amazing event. Thank you for this great opportunity, guys. It's been an absolute blast. I was nervous as hell trying to come to this run, and yeah, I'm delighted to get this run done and show you that. Look, we didn't get a hit list, but look, we can show that it's definitely possible to do this run. So
Yeah. I mean, it was just like what two really unlucky hits, and
Yeah.
then just like a slight mistime on that Giganotosaurus's Regina. But no, this is solid. No, this is awesome to watch.
It was hitless in my heart for sure.